Morning YouTubers. So today we're going to look at how to actually change a tap on a bathroom sink, but it's not about that. It's actually demonstrating what you can achieve and what the role of a landlord might be in order to reduce your costs. So here we are on a Saturday morning, spin you around. It is literally 10 to 8 in the morning, and here we go on the journey of basically trying to be frugal whilst being a landlord. So I didn't actually manage to do too many videos or anything in that particular job, because what actually happened, which is what happens on most jobs, is it turned up and it looked like a pretty simple job, but it never turns out to be that way. Now that is the kind of point I was thinking that I was hoping to make, if that makes sense, on this video. In that often the cost of the taps, say, was £20, which I bought off of eBay. They are new taps, but you can buy stuff considerably cheaper over there. They're lesser quality than, say, the likes of B&Q or Screwfix. Other retailers are available, but essentially you buy the product from them, obviously get it delivered, and then I needed a few bits and so on, because some of the bits weren't working under there, they didn't fit properly and so on. So actually the time that it's taken me is probably, in reality, 4 hours in order to change a set of taps, when you consider I left at about 10 to 8 this morning, driven all the way over there. It's a half-hour drive, and then I've had to go out to collect bits that obviously I wasn't anticipating I needed, because I was assuming that the pipe work and the rest of it was all compatible and was in working order. I mean, even the isolation valve that you use to isolate just the taps didn't work, so I had to turn off on the mains, which involved pulling out all of the stuff in the cupboard where the mains are, and then the mains was stiff, so then I had to go and get some further tools out of the car and all that kind of stuff. Obviously go and get the bits, then go back, then release all the air out of the taps and the rest of it, and then seal around the back of the bath, because the owner had put some sealant around in between the wall and the actual head of the tap, so that had all come off. So I just thought that was worth sharing with you, because a lot of the time with landlords, obviously they get a bit kind of cheesed off with these sort of bills, and you think the plumber's charging, say, £40 an hour, that's 160 quid, plus they won't be buying stuff off of eBay. For a start, they can't afford for it to take 2 or 3 days to arrive, they can't afford for the bits to go wrong, they need to be able to take it back to the wholesaler and so on, so they'll buy the more expensive things. So you could be looking at sort of, probably £60-70 for the parts, and then obviously £40 an hour times 4, and then they'll probably put some profit on there, so you might not see much change out of 300 quid. And then on top of that, you got kind of the factor that you might have VAT, you might also have other issues like parking and things like that, so a number of factors to take into account. So obviously I've done that work myself, so I've saved myself that 300 quid plus the VAT, so 360, let's call it £350 if if they were being a bit kinder, and maybe some of those products that I got from the shop, which was only at the end of the road, they might have had those on board. So I just thought that was interesting. Obviously I've used my own time and I do value my time, but equally so I value the 300 odd quid that I've saved. So I thought that was an interesting little synopsis of a pretty basic kind of bathroom tap replacement, if you like. Sorry I didn't get too many photos when I was there. It was a little bit of a pig of a job, if I'm honest, and it's kind of, I just wanted to get in and out and get off to do other things. So if you like this video, please do smash the like button, don't forget to subscribe. But I hope you do enjoy learning about these sort of things, and I think they're interesting, because obviously, as I said before, you do get an awful lot of people query, especially when estate agencies and so on and letting agents use their favourite contractors, and then people want to query the bills and things like that and say, well, hang on a minute, it was only there half a day, how comes he charged so much and things, and it was only a tap replacement and I could do that and all that kind of stuff. But I think until you do it kind of first hand, you don't have a understanding of why these things cost so much. But then equally so, you're now doing it firsthand, so you've got an understanding of that, and you may value your time more than that, and then I think you have a better understanding of the costs that the contractors are going through. So yeah, anyway, if you've got any comments, please do stick them below. That does help the channel as well, and I do aim to reply to them all, and hopefully that gives you some inspiration as to how you might want to cut some of your running costs down and be more economical with your buy-to-lets, or have a better understanding of why the costs are the costs. So anyway, with that said, if you'd like to smash the like button and subscribe, I would be super grateful. Have a nice weekend.